The message came in at 9:47 p.m., extending my stay. Don't wait up. Love you. I stared at the screen, thumb frozen above the glass, reading it over and over as if the truth hid somewhere between the lines. It wasn't the words that unsettled me. It was how they felt, the timing, the tone. Emily had never said, "Don't wait up." Not once in 8 years of marriage. No matter how late her business trips ran, she always FaceTimed before bed. Always. But tonight, nothing. Just that text. No follow-up dots. No good night. I sat in the dim light of the living room, the TV muted, a half-finished whiskey trembling slightly in my hand. Something was off. Deeply off. She'd been at a marketing conference in Denver for 3 days. Her company hosted them every year, and I'd never had reason to doubt her before. But this time, everything felt different. Fewer calls, short replies, laughter in the background when she did pick up, followed by a quick, "Oh, that's just the team." And now, don't wait up. A chill crept over me. The next morning, I tried to shake it. Told myself I was overthinking. Emily was beautiful, driven, magnetic. I'd always admired that about her. But lately, it was like she was fading out of reach. Late nights, distracted smiles, hugs that didn't linger. Still, I made her favorite breakfast, blueberry pancakes. Snapped a picture and texted, "These miss you." No response. Not even a heart. By noon, the silence had its hands around my throat. So I did something I never thought I would. I logged into our phone, carrier account. My fingers shook as the page loaded. I told myself it was just to make sure she was safe. Nothing more. But when the call history appeared, I felt my pulse drop. There it was. A number I didn't know. Frequent calls. Late ones. Sometimes minutes after she hung up with me. The last call, 20 minutes before her "Don't wait up" text. I copied the number into Google. And when the name appeared, my stomach turned to ice. Ryan D., her co-worker. The funny guy from accounting, who always helped her with spreadsheets. The room spun. My chest locked tight. For 2 days, I drifted through denial, telling myself it was nothing. Maybe just work. Maybe friendship. But the truth has a way of getting louder the longer you try to silence it. On the 4th day, I made up my mind. Her flight home landed at 6 p.m. I took the day off and parked near the arrivals gate. Hours passed, each one tightening the knot in my stomach. Then I saw her. At first, I barely recognized her. Hair tousled, clothes wrinkled, that radiant smile that used to be mine. And beside her, Ryan. He reached out, brushed something from her cheek. She laughed. He leaned in, too close. His hand rested on her back. That was all it took. The sound of heartbreak is silent, but it's deafening. I didn't confront her there. I just drove home, numb, waiting for her to come to me. That evening, she stepped through the front door, suitcase in hand. "Hey, you're home?" she said carefully, setting her bag down. "You okay?" I stared at her for a long time. How was the conference? It was good, productive. She smiled too fast. Exhausting, though. Glad to be back. "You went with Ryan?" Her smile faltered. "Ryan? Yeah, he was there." "Why?" I leaned back, watching her face. "You two seem close." She froze, just a blink, but it was enough. "What are you talking about?" I slid my phone across the table. On the screen, the photo I'd taken at the airport. Her and Ryan laughing, his hand on her back. Her lips parted, but no sound came. Finally, she whispered, "You follow me?" Not a denial, not even an excuse. That question hit harder than the truth. "Emily," I said quietly, my throat tightening, "just tell me what happened." She sat down slowly, face pale. It wasn't supposed to happen. My chest caved in. So it did happen. Tears welled in her eyes. I don't even know how it started. He was just there. We were talking, working late, and I felt seen again. "You've been so distant lately, Daniel. So cold." I let out a bitter laugh. "So because I didn't text enough, you slept with someone else?" "It wasn't like that," she cried. "I didn't plan it. It just just happened? I finished for her. Yeah, I've heard that one before. The silence that followed was unbearable. I could hear my own heartbeat, could feel the trust dying in the space between us. She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. Please, she whispered. It's over. It meant nothing. I swear it's you I want. I stared at her, this woman I'd built a life with, shared mornings and dreams with, and realized I didn't recognize her anymore. You told me not to wake up, I said softly. Now I understand why. That night, I packed a bag. She cried, begged me not to go. I didn't shout, didn't slam the door. I just left, because sometimes silence says everything. Weeks passed. The house felt empty, too still. I'd wake up expecting her beside me, only to find cold sheets. I hated her, missed her. I hated that I missed her. She sent messages, apologies, promises. Please, I'll do anything. But every word felt hollow, echoing through the ruins of what we were. One evening, I finally replied, You didn't lose me because of Ryan. You lost me the moment you lied and made me question what was real. No response. And yet, when I set the phone down, I realized something. It wasn't anger I felt anymore. It was grief. Grief for the man I'd been before that text. For the love I thought was unbreakable. 3 months later, I saw her by accident at a downtown cafe. She looked smaller somehow, tired. Our eyes met. She smiled faintly. Hi. Hey. We stood there, two strangers bound by a broken past. I'm sorry, Daniel, she said quietly, tears glinting, for everything. I know. Are you okay? I breathed in slowly. Getting there. She blinked hard. Ryan left. Guess I got what I deserved. I didn't answer. Maybe she was right. Maybe we both were victims of neglect, loneliness, the slow erosion of love. But forgiveness isn't forgetting. I left her standing there, coffee in hand, her reflection fading behind the glass as I stepped into the rain. That night, I sat on the balcony of my new apartment, city lights flickering below like scattered stars. The wind carried the sound of life, laughter, footsteps, distant horns. And I thought about that night. That text, don't wait up. She meant it one way, but in the end, it became something else entirely. I didn't wait up. Not anymore. And for the first time in a long while, I finally felt free.